Get ready to dive into an immersive homeschool reading program for people in grades 2 to 4 years old. This is a really immersive, comprehensive program which teaches you to master reading and transitions you from the more narrative, story-based texts to the more factual ones in your grade 4 level. And stick around to the end, I'm going to tell you something really awesome which you're not going to want to miss. So what curriculum are we diving into? It's actually the Comprendi Reading System by Dr. Marianne Black. They rolled out a special launch edition this year and it's actually based on 6 decades of research. That's a long time. Well, who is Dr. Marianne? She's a bridge builder. I know, immersion, building, which is it? Are we driving across a bridge or diving under it? Well, it's actually both, and it's really cool. So first things first, let's look at the bridge. Comprendi Reading is all about teaching kids comprehension in reading. So reading comprehension is all about getting kids to understand what they've read. And Dr. Marianne noticed that in 2nd to 3rd grade, schools were teaching kids by using really exciting narrative stories to teach them. And then in 4th grade, just dropping them into dry academic texts. Kind of like dropping them into the deep end of a pool and telling them to figure out swimming by themselves. Some might learn, but most will climb out and never venture into the deep end of the pool again. So she built a bridge between fun texts and academic textbooks. She turned academic texts into fun stories that children could read and learn facts from at the same time. Kind of like giving them swimming lessons until they actually want to venture into the deep end by themselves. Now for the immersion. The main goal of teaching Comprendi is comprehension. It's online, so it can be very interactive, like a video game. At first, they see small passages to read, along with pictures and visuals. These really help them fully understand what they're reading. They even hear a person reading to them. So visual, auditory, kinesthetic learners, come one, come all. And it's self-paced, which means it's great for people who are learning English as a second language, struggling learners, like kids with dyslexia or autism. But there's more. After reading a passage, the child will learn how to summarize it, because you can't summarize it unless you know the main ideas, and knowing the main ideas is comprehension in a nutshell. Kids also learn how to infer the meaning from the text. An inference is like taking a mental leap and drawing a conclusion about the facts. Kind of like an educated guess. Hey, real quick, the link for this curriculum is in the description box below. I'll also leave a link to a great blog article. It really goes into a lot of great detail and gives you a great synopsis of, wait for it, the Muppet movie. Not really, it's just a link for the Comprendi Reading Program in my blog below. But of course you already inferred that because this is a video about the Comprehending Reading Program. That's why the Muppet movie didn't make sense. We all make inferences all the time.
What are you inferring?
It's super important for reading comprehension. Want to know what else is important? Doing a great job homeschooling. That's why you should check out my homeschool parenting program. Can you infer where I'm going to put the link for it? If you said the description box, you'd be super smart. Go click on it, it's super helpful. And hit the like and subscribe button, because then you can see all of my upcoming videos, which are also really helpful. So summarizing and inferring doesn't sound that difficult, but they do take practice, just like with swimming. That's why after reading each passage, kids get to drag missing words back to where they belong. They learn vocabulary and spelling too, because this is what makes reading comprehension a lot easier. And all of this practice pays off. Do you remember learning how to swim? Or perhaps you remember learning how to play an instrument or ride a bike? Whatever it was, do you remember when something just clicked and all of a sudden it wasn't hard anymore? And that's what happens when you practice comprehension. All of a sudden it's not so hard anymore. And all of a sudden you're not intimidated of the deep end when you're swimming in the pool. Those dry academic textbooks are not scary anymore. Now finally, the exciting part of the video, what you've been waiting for the 2023-2024 school year, that is. So go on, sign up. They're rolling out the special edition now, and they're not charging anyone anything to use it, so it's free. But even after the launch, it's supposed to be really low cost. It's all online, self-paced, and designed so kids can do it entirely on their own, which is great for working parents. What's not to love? And if online is your thing, go check out the best online homeschool curriculum videos